Tim Black. Tim Black. Tim Black. Yes, I am. Truth. Funny. Tim Black. I am TimBlack.com. Tim Black.
One second, people. Let me get out of here. There we go. Let's go here. Hey, everybody. How you doing? My name is Tim Black. What's up? How you feeling? What's up? How you feeling? It's Sunday. It's Sunday. All right. I want to do a quick live stream because, frankly, guys, I'm feeling pretty special right about now. And I'm feeling special because I just had like a moment of serious clarity on so much of the BS that's been going on. Something happened Friday into Saturday, until today, that it's really cleared away like the cobwebs. Yeah, them cobwebs are going bye-bye, man. And I want to thank everyone who participated in helping make that happen. See, here's the deal. Up until this point, my attacks or the attacks that were leveled against me, they would pretty much be from the same group of people. They would be from establishment shills who believe that the Democratic Party cannot be questioned. They believe that anything that the Democratic Party does, you must accept quietly. Now, this is a narrative that's been run since the election. No, you do not have freedom of speech unless it aligns with what their ideology is or what the narratives that they're spinning via their corporate media spokespeople. Basically, if A.M. Joy and Rachel Maddow, Chris Hayes haven't co-signed it, then it's illegitimate. That's pretty much the talking point. That's pretty much how it goes, right? So, of course, those people will push back on me from time to time. You have a hit piece, a mention, something horrible, or, someone in Salon or someone in the Daily Beast or whatever. It'd be something like that. And then every once in a while, I get people on Twitter who would do that. Well, that's still going on. That hasn't changed. But what I mean about the moment of clarity is that now that I've said, hey, I'm not going to give Donald Trump passes on anything, that I will call him out for his horrible tax plan. I will call him out on his horrible cuts to poor people. I've been getting attacked by Trump supporters too. And look, don't feel bad. Don't feel bad about it. Don't feel bad about it. This is a good thing. This is how it should be. If you're an independent media and you're calling things without being worried about if the Democrats like you or if the Republicans like you or if the Trump supporters like you, which to me is kind of different than Republicans. See, I don't view Trump as a true Republican. I view him as a thing by himself. Trump is an island. He's his own thing, okay? Hence the attacks that he gets from Republicans. Okay, but here's the thing. Now that I'm getting attacked on both sides, I've realized I am definitely on the right track. I must be doing something right, because you don't get attacked by Neera Tanden and Tom Watson, who's a loser. Like, Neera Tanden, that's credible that she would attack you. But Tom Watson's just the guy running a nonprofit who's looking for funding via the Democratic Party and its establishment folks, and they're working together. But here's the thing. You don't get attacked by Neera Tanden and her folks unless you're doing the right thing by calling out Democrats. So Neera Tanden has been all in my Twitter threads because I said that her and Tom Watson need to stop labeling people who question the Democratic Party. Stop labeling them as Russian bots. Stop labeling them as on the low Donald Trump supporters when all they're doing is calling out nonsense that occurs in the Democratic Party. You can do that without being a Trump supporter. You should be able to disagree with the DNC selections, the hamstringing of Keith Ellison, the rigging, the shutdown, the lies in Nevada, the Bernie bro myth, all of this crap. You should be able to voice your indignation for that crap and not be labeled a Trump supporter or a Russian bot. So that's a very valid claim. How Neera has any ground to stand on in defense of that makes no sense. But what I'm saying is, now that I have Trump supporters who attack me for very honest condemnation of policies, that shows that they're not supporting Donald Trump because of his policies. That shows that they're supporting Donald Trump because he's Donald Trump. They're supporting Donald Trump for what they think he represents. And I am very proud not to be in that group of people who will be quiet about Republican corruption, quiet about Donald Trump's horrible plans, his horrible appointments, his horrible statements, but also not be quiet about the DNC and its horrible choices, the DNC and its lack of follow-through, the DNC's lack of ability to actually create any movement forward that is not wrought with corporate sponsorship-led policy. So it feels good to be attacked by these people. This is what it's all about. They should be pissed off at me. They should, because I don't toe their line. I'm not going to go along with you. You know, for instance, today is Football Sunday. It's Football Sunday. People watch football. It's the most popular show or sports show, entertainment show that's on TV or, broadcast here in the United States. And there's been a lot of talk about Colin Kaepernick. And it's continuing about the protests and people kneeling and not saluting the flag. Well, here's the thing about that. These same Democrats were not supporting Colin Kaepernick when he initially started his protest. When he initially started his protest, it was about police brutality. It was about the deaths of Walter Scott, Tamir Rice, Eric Garner, Sandra Bland. This is why it was started. But you did not hear these corporate Democrats, these fair weather supporters of black people, justice, or whatever, come out until this issue had been co-opted and made to be about Donald Trump. See, look, guys, look, this is what I mean. Don't come to me talking about how you support social justice, but when these things were occurring, you were slow to call them out. Nor did you support the movement against them until you could use it for a political gain. That's the difference. So whether you agree with the protest against police brutality, which is what it should have remained, that message should have remained instead of allowing it to be taken. Well, we didn't allow it to be taken. It was taken because corporate media decided, oh, we're going to reframe it this way. This way we'll get more clicks, more views. Because, see, no one wants to talk about death of black folks, unarmed black folks by the hands of police. That's a non-starter. We got to make that about Trump, because anything we tie to Trump gets us a lot of air underneath of us. We get a lot of promotion. We get a lot of viewership. It increases our subscriptions. And since I don't buy into the taking of an important message and co-opting it and making it a tool, a bludgeon against Trump, now I'm a sponsor of Trump now. I'm a Trump sponsor. This is the thinking of the neoliberal shills. They don't believe it. They don't believe it, but they'll say it. They have no evidence of it. Everyone who watches me knows I supported Bernie Sanders, and then I supported Dr. Jill Stein. Everyone knows that. Everyone. But Neera Tanden can come up on Twitter and make reckless statements, framing me as a Trump supporter, framing me as this. This is what happens. And then, so let me say this also. I have no problem with people voicing their opinion, but at least grounded in some type of reality. I wasn't a Trump supporter when I interviewed people like Ben Jealous, When a Trump supporter then? When a Trump supporter when I interviewed Ro Khanna? No. When the Trump supporter then? But now I'm a Trump supporter because I question the Democratic Party's fairness? Did I question the primary? Did I question the use of the corporate media to spin and co-opt messages? And really offer no policy initiatives to actually help the black lives they say matter. See, that's the type of that's what I'm on. Now, these Trump supporters, they're not much better. And I'm talking about the ones who feel that Trump is beyond criticism. No one is beyond criticism. I get criticized all the time. People get criticized. If you put policies in place that hurt people, I'm going to call you out. If you put policies in place that not only hurt people, but hurt the most vulnerable people in our country, I'm going to call you out. I got to call you out. That's my job. That's my job, man. That's what I do, okay? But just because they support him blindly, it's sort of like Hillary supporters. Trump supporters are sounding a lot like Hillary supporters. And what I mean by that is they're overlooking everything that Trump is doing that hurts America. They're overlooking it because they think it's for the greater good. You cannot do that. I did not do that for Hillary. I will not do that for Trump. I will not overlook bad policy. I will not overlook it. Now, that being said, I do not believe that every problem that exists in America just started when Trump took office. Get what I'm saying? So what we have, like, I know it's difficult to not be in either camp, but difficult is where the truth lies. Doing what's difficult may be difficult, but it doesn't mean it's not the right thing to do. Doesn't mean that. Doesn't mean that at all. So now all of the talk now is about Mueller and who is he going to indict. Who is Mueller going to indict on Monday? Look, let me make something clear, guys. If they have evidence of collusion, go for it. Go for it and go get those colluders. Go get them. I don't owe anybody anything. What, you think I'm standing in the way of fact-finding on Russia? Here's the deal. Whoever's guilty, go get them. And I mean whoever. Because, see, I want it bipartisan. I want, if you say the Uranium One deal is nothing, it's a lie, it's a bunch of smoke screens, well, let's investigate that and see what happens. If you think that the purchase of the Trump dossier is BS, you think that it's nothing, that the Democratic Party allegedly paid $9 million to have this 32-page report on Trump, this fabrication, this mishmash, that has been debunked. That has been debunked. If you think that's nothing and that's all a smokescreen, well, I don't know what to tell you, man. Look, I'm not here to defend either one of these parties. I'm definitely not here to defend Trump or Clinton or the DNC or any of that. All I want is truth, and that's all we speak to. See, there are some people out there who just want truth. They want independent thought. They don't want people to toe a party line and just try to fit everything into this narrow view in order to suit whoever they work for, or whoever they get donations from, or whoever funds their nonprofit. See, this is a new age of indie journalism. This is a new age of fair punditry, of even-handed commentary. This is what is missing. See, I try to enlighten the people like Neurotangens. I try to help them understand that, look, for instance, while the White Lives Matter hashtag is trending, and we got Black Lives Matter, White Lives Matter, I just took a step back and looked at it and said, you know what? If any lives mattered in this country, we'd have free health care. You wouldn't have an opiate epidemic because you wouldn't have these pharmaceutical companies being able to prey on people in distressed situations to get them hooked on garbage. Get what I'm saying? Like, if any lives matter. They don't. Now, if you talk specifically about police brutality, yes, You can make that claim. But I'm not talking specifically. I'm saying generally speaking, if an issue arises in rich people, the plutocrats, the people who own our media, which is only 7 corporations, six corporations, if they decide they want something done, it'll get done. If we, the people, want something done, it has very little chance of succeeding against the system. So how can we say any lives matter if that's the case? I don't think you can. So I just want you all to know I feel extremely gratified having both Democratic Party shills and a horde of Trump supporters attack my show Friday. This is good. This means Tim Black is doing something right. This means I'm on the right page. This means that I need regular people like you who are watching this show to recognize that is the truest testament of fairness that you will ever see. Is your news broadcasters, your commentators, your pundits being attacked both by the Trump faction and by the Hillary DNC faction. See, that's perfect. That means you're in neither camp. And that's the way I want it to be. I just want truth. That's it. The closer I get to it, the more the attacks will increase. The more you'll have unfounded, baseless claims by near attendants. The more you'll have Trump supporters clogging my phone lines talking about Arpaio. Talking about Arpaio. What the hell? What is that? This guy, open tent prisons for Mexicans, Latinos, whatever. This guy's he's horrible. Trump pardoned him. He shouldn't have pardoned him. This guy's garbage. See, that's the type of analysis that's needed. I will not, like, if you want a commentator who will say, you know what, Trump's going to bring down the establishment, so I got to support him. I can't speak ill of him. Well, there are many people out there who won't speak ill of Donald Trump, even when he rightly deserves it. And those people are there. But I'm going to tell you, man, this lane that I'm in is totally different. So to near attendants, to the Trump supporters who can't for a second believe that these Trump policies, that there are Trump policies that are being put in place that do not help you. They do not help you. To those people who understand what I'm talking about, you got the right guy. Because I'm hated by the Democrats. I'm hated by the Trump supporters. And I think that is what you call, it's a badge of honor. I need to get buttons put all over my jacket like Sheriff David A. Clark. Yeah, I need to get me a bunch of medals, fake medals that I go and buy and put them on my jacket, because that to me is a badge of honor. It's an emblem of respect. It's everything. They want us divided. But see, the truth is not divided. The truth is all-encompassing. It's just only a few select few. Only woke people get it. Only woke people realize CNN and MSNBC, they have a vantage point, a narrative that they want to spread. That the Fox News, Breitbart, they have a vantage point they want to spread. You have to know and look through and say, you know what? There are lies on both sides. There's corruption on both sides. And I'm not claiming either. I will call each issue as it is seen. I will call each issue out. So in closing, guys, Robert Mueller, bring your indictments. Bring them on. If you got it, use it. The timing of all of this seems suspect to me. The timing of the findings by the Washington Post that the DNC paid $9 million for the faked out, trumped up, horrible conglomeration of bullshit in that dossier, like that timing looks suspicious. Also, the timing of Mueller going to bring charges, it just happens to be right after that. Like, what are we, Willie Lump? There's a big disinformation campaign being brought by both sides in this thing. Both sides. But if you have evidence of Russian collusion, bring it. Also, look at the DNC and tell me if there's corruption there too, because that dossier, they hired a foreign national, they hired an organization to create this dossier, and it was it political opposition or whatever. Okay, so that's the same thing that you're alleging Trump did. We now know that it was done by the DNC. Now, if you're going to say that's not true, well then talk to the Washington Post, talk to the other entities which have published this information. That's it. So look, have a great weekend. Once again, there was an attack leveled on me on Friday. I'm on live. I'm doing a live stream show, and I get both the neoliberals and I get the Trump supporters pissed off. And to me, that's a very good thing. What we got to do now is fortify our systems, make sure that we'll be able to broadcast uninterrupted. That's all. That's all we can do. I'm not going anywhere. The truth ain't going anywhere, and I'm not picking one of your parties. I remain an independent. I dim-exited. I am an independent. It doesn't mean I work for Putin. It doesn't make me a bot. And stop using black issues as your way to somehow attach yourself to the people. Supporting black issues like this hack Tom Watson does is a veiled attempt to seem to be progressive. Oh, I support black issues. But you also support the fabrications and the lies of the DNC. You also support the dismissal of Bernie Sanders and Keith Ellison supporters within the DNC. And to me, that doesn't work. To me, that does not work. So we need to call that out. All right, I'm Tim Black. I see you guys on the next one. Thank you so much for tuning into this. We'll be back Monday with no sellouts. And I'm not going to fold just because you call me a Russian bot or because you call me a Trump supporter. Those who know what I put out, they know I'm neither one of those. And I stand on my reputation. I stand on the different stories that I put out and that I have championed, and the causes that I've championed that have been definitely not supportive of Donald Trump or the DNC. They've been supportive of the people and galvanize a true movement. And lastly, if you want to talk about having a resistance, I say you start in your own backyard. You don't talk to me about what's going on across the street. Let's resist the corruption within your own party, Neera Tanden. That to me doesn't sound like Russian talk. That's not Trump supporter talk. That's just realistic talk. That is truth. That is honest. And just because you disagree with it does not make it Putin-esque. It is not Putin-esque. All right, guys. I appreciate you. Shout out to everybody on Facebook, all my people, all my friends on Facebook. What a great platform of people. Hopefully, great people on Facebook. You guys truly hold me down. Thank you for sharing this broadcast. It's something I had to say, but remember, it's from a place of positivity, man, because I feel good about it. My people on Periscope, thank you for joining me today. I will see you tomorrow for No Sellouts. Your support is immeasurable. And last but not least, my people on YouTube, thank you for always having my back. You are where I started. You are where I will keep going. Join me on Patreon, Tim's Take Live. Support independent media, because you ain't doing it right unless both sides got beef with you. Yeah, you're not doing it right unless you got both sides beefing with you. That's a true testament. Thank you for it. I appreciate it.
Tim Black. Tim Black. Tim Black. Yes, I am.